This week on Inside Boulder News, Boulder celebrates Bike to Work Day, Phase 1 of construction on US 36 is complete, and the Boulder Concert Band brings free music to the parks this summer. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Ashley Prill. Although there are more than 75 free events throughout the month of June to celebrate Walk and Bike Month in Boulder, Bike to Work Day is the one that steals the show. Breakfast stations across the city bring thousands of participants together for food, drinks, and plenty of smiles.
Ride your bikes, people. It's awesome.
It's just gorgeous out here with all the rain that we've had. What a beautiful morning in which to get some sunshine and get a little bit of exercise before you get into work and get those juices flowing so you can start being as productive as possible.
This is a great way for people to experience biking for the first time. Not everybody is as comfortable as the next person, so it's kind of nice having just a huge amount of people out on bikes so that, you know, there's safety in numbers. It's a great time.
Biking is an important part of Boulder's culture, and soon the city will test a method designed to improve safety. City Council recently approved a new pilot project known as RightSizing, which will repurpose vehicle travel lanes to provide extra space for buffered and/or protected bike lanes. RightSizing will take place on Folsom Street starting in July, and after an initial evaluation, Iris Avenue and 63rd Street are expected to follow.
So this is part of the Living Laboratory program. It's a pilot project. And so we'll evaluate the project once it's installed for 12 to 18 months to see how it functions. If it works and everything seems to be okay, then we'll potentially keep it. But that'll be the decision of the policymakers to make. Once we bring in the results of the evaluation data, we'll take a look at that and see if it indeed was a success or if it wasn't. And if it wasn't, we can remove it.
In addition to evaluating travel times, vehicle volume, and speeds, feedback from the community will be vital to determine whether or not the effort is a success.
User feedback or user experience is a big part of understanding how well it's working for people. So whether people are driving, walking, biking, or riding the bus, we want you to get out on these corridors and tell us how it's working for you. Do you feel more comfortable? Do you feel more safe? We're looking at all different ways that people can provide feedback. For instance, we're going to do some walk and bike audits. It's been suggested that we also do some drive audits along the corridors, so we'll be looking to schedule those. People can also go to Inside Boulder, which is a mind mixer site that allows people to interact with one another, sharing their input and feedback both with each other as well as the city. And of course, the Living Lab, Boulder Living Lab website is a good place to also provide comments. So there's many different ways. We'll also be scheduling some stakeholder meetings early on in the installation of each corridor to be able to hear and see if there's any need for refinements right from the beginning.
So remember, this is an experiment and your feedback matters. For a comprehensive look at the RightSizing pilot project, visit boulderlivinglab.net. In other multimodal news, the Colorado Department of Transportation celebrated the completion of Phase 1 of the US 36 Express Lanes project this week. US 36 is a major corridor for people commuting to and from Boulder. The celebration marked the end of construction from Federal to 88th Street, which began in the summer of 2012.
Oh, I think it's important for us to really celebrate the opening of Phase 1. The city of Boulder has been part of this from the very beginning, which dates back to probably 2000 or so, when the original work was done on trying to figure out what could be built along US 36, the environmental impact statement, and then on through the Fast Tracks ballot issue in 2004. And then the next 10, 11 years working with the US 36 Mayors and Commissioners Coalition to actually make this happen. So we have been there every step of the way. We have been strong supporters of this outcome. People don't remember, maybe some people would have liked this better, but there was talk about 5 lanes in each direction. There was talk about all sorts of different possibilities. And we really do believe that given the funding sources, given the need to have a true multimodal operation, that this really is an extremely good outcome for us. That does give people choices. It keeps the 2 free lanes. It provides transit service, fast transit service, which is absolutely essential for Boulder. It provides, yes, a toll lane, but that was critical for paying for it, as well as giving people the option when they are in a hurry to pay a toll. And of course, it provides the bike lane. So that combination, which is unique in Colorado and actually I think unique around the country, was exactly what we've been striving to accomplish. So we have to be here to support this, and we're really looking forward to it getting to Boulder early next year.
The second phase of the project will run the rest of the way into Boulder and is expected to be complete by January 2016. Information about the project can be found by visiting codot.gov/projects/US36 express lanes. In an effort to decrease the amount of waste going to landfills and reach the goal of becoming a zero-waste community, City Council recently approved an ordinance that will increase recycling and composting at businesses and properties in Boulder. Property owners have a year to provide recycling and composting services to their tenants. Businesses will have an additional 3 months to provide the ability to sort items into trash, recycling, and composting.
Even beyond that compliance date, we're really going to be looking to help people and help property owners and businesses comply and make sure that they know what they need to do to comply. We're really not going to be slapping fines on people. It's not a money-making venture. It's not really about catching people that aren't doing it right. It's really about helping people figure out how to make this work as we move into Zero Waste Boulder. We have the Partners for a Clean Environment contractors working for the city, and we've hired new staff over the summer to help businesses figure out how to set up their systems, how to decide how much recycling they need, how much trash they need, where the signs should go, how to make it as convenient as possible for the residents or employees or customers of the business. And we can make personalized signs for people as well for a business that shows the actual products that you use in your business, so that when someone walks over to the 3 bins, they know exactly where that thing is supposed to go, and it's a little bit less confusing. Because we do find that one of the issues is people just aren't completely clear on what should go in recycling, what should go in composting, and what should go in the trash. And so we're here to help with that in that regard too.
For additional information about zero waste programs and incentives, or if you have questions about where to recycle or compost materials in your own home, visit zerowasteboulder.com. Tickets are on sale now for the city's 4th of July celebration, the Star Spangled Splash at the Boulder Reservoir. The event kicks off at 10 a.m. and entry includes an ice cream treat.
I think the Res is always the place to be, but especially on the 4th of July. The city of Boulder is really pleased to be able to bring Star Spangled Splash back this year, and it's going to be better than ever. Not only do we have the race in the morning, but there'll be an opportunity for everybody to enjoy the great music of Funkafino, and our great sponsors, both Fate Brewery and McGuckins, will be out here making the day fun. So come on, bring the family. It's going to be more fun than ever, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you on the 4th.
Tickets are even more affordable than last year for the Star Spangled Splash, and there will be free face painting, tumble bubbles, community sailing demos, and Rocky Mountain paddle demos. You can buy tickets at all 3 recreation centers and at the reservoir. And if fireworks are part of your holiday tradition, rest assured the Star Spangled Splash will end in plenty of time to get your family downtown for Ralphie's Independence Day Blast, Boulder's 4th of July fireworks show at Folsom Field.
This is the 15th year Wright Kingdom's been involved with the fireworks, and it's been so much fun for our company to be involved with a Boulder tradition and to work with the University of Colorado and the City of Boulder in putting on the Ralphie's Independence Day Blast. Has just been a lot of fun to be a part of, to have Ralphie running, to all sorts of different activities for families. It's the place to be, and it's the best fireworks around.
Gates open at 8 p.m. and admission is free. Fireworks will begin as soon as it's dark, which is approximately 9:40 p.m. Since there's no event parking available on campus, free hop and buff bus services will be provided from downtown city parking garages and the 29th Street Mall to Folsom Field and back. Thanks to a partnership between the Boulder Parks and Recreation Department and the Boulder Concert Band, a large crowd gathered to enjoy a concert on the main library lawn this week. It was the kickoff to a series of free performances that will take place each Monday night through July 27.
We have a pretty diverse group in terms of both professions and their ages, but one thing that unites us all is our love for music and our love for performing and being part of the musical atmosphere of Boulder.
The little kids, they're going to love Frozen, and sorry adults, it may get stuck in your head for a little while, but we'll play something after, it'll be okay. But then like we have the Star Trek and the Star Wars, and what's great about like the Star Trek is it's got the old music and the new music, so it's definitely a lot of fun.
I think playing in a venue like this at our parks in Boulder is really what makes this a special experience. And you just bring a lawn chair, bring a picnic, bring the kids, and enjoy a beautiful summer evening with some fun music.
The Boulder Concert Band performs year-round, and more information about the group, including the complete summer concert series schedule, can be found by visiting boulderband.org. Thank you for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news tips and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe.
What better way to celebrate our nation's birthday than with Ralphie's Independence Day Blast on July 4th at Folsom Field. Gates open at 8 p.m. with a shuttle running from the 29th Street Mall for this free celebration at the campus of the University of Colorado. Come join us for Ralphie's Independence Day Blast on July 4th at Folsom Field.
On behalf of all of us at Right Kingdom,
Happy 4th of July!